I am here in Los Angeles, California at the Auto Show, and this is, I would say, the second biggest thing that's happening here as far as electric cars are concerned. Obviously, Rivian kind of stole the spotlight for everybody, but if not for that, this is actually one of the cars I've been waiting for a while, and I'll tell you what. Now, I know you guys know that I am a e-tron reservation holder, and it's right there, right next to us here, and I think I've made plenty of videos about that, but today it's all about the e-tron GT. And this car is pretty amazing. Now, this is just a concept right now, and they're not going in production until about, I think, 2021. But it is based on a Porsche Taycan, or Mission E, what it used to be called. That's the technology. Now, obviously, Audi and Porsche are part of the same Volkswagen Group family, so therefore they share the technology. You know, Taycan is supposed to be a really, really strong competitor to the Model S, which is actually right behind us over there. And the fact that this car is going to be based on that technology is a big deal. About 250-mile range, obviously, we'll see once, you know, EPA ratings come in. It's going to be down the road, and I'm sure maybe they'll retool some of the design. But I already really like the design, and everybody I talk to actually says, hey, this is a great look for our electric car. It kind of looks as like an A7, as you probably noticed, but it's also good because it's a hatchback, and this is a big deal to a lot of people. Now, here's a timeline as I see it as far as this car going into production is concerned, and the technology that's going to be in there. Before that, of course, I want to remind you that this show and this channel is sponsored by Evanex, the aftermarket accessories for Tesla, which this is actually going to compete on, and who knows, maybe Evanex will make accessories for these cars as well in the future. Nevertheless, there's a discount code in the description of this video, so you guys can start your shopping early. All right, so now the timeline is this. Obviously, the e-tron, the SUV, all-electric SUV, is in production now. It's going to be launching in Europe about New Year's or so, and then going to come here in June, and that's where I'm hoping to get mine, June, July. And this is probably going to really test Audi as far as, you know, producing these cars, selling these cars, and just their commitment to the electrification of their fleet. Now, once this car is going to be in production, we're talking about 2021. By then, they should definitely have a lot of kinks worked out. I'm sure they're going to work out whether or not these cars are going to be in their showrooms, because, you know, it's going to get crowded outside of the dealerships with, you know, at least right now, as you know, Audi says that they will not be putting the e-tron SUV in their dealerships. I think it's a big mistake. They might go with a route of what Renault is doing in Europe. Renault is actually having showrooms just specifically for their electric cars, which I think a lot of manufacturers or legacy manufacturers can follow, because obviously the direct sales of electric car sales kind of go against the whole dealership system, as you know. Most dealerships make money on maintenance of crappy gas cars that crap out a lot and need a lot of maintenance. But hopefully they'll figure that out by then. I am definitely hoping they're going to correct that. I hope e-tron will be displayed publicly somewhere where people can come over and test drive it, and I'm hoping it's going to be part of their showrooms. Nissan has no problems doing it. If you walk into a Nissan or Chevrolet dealership, you'll see their bolts, you see their leaves right in the middle of their showroom. So I have a feeling Audi should be able to work it out. Nevertheless, this is a full-size sedan. All the specs are pretty good. I'm going to get to drive this car, believe it or not, in the next couple of days. That's going to be a separate video that I'll probably release in another week with my impression of what it looks like inside. Actually, I probably should have said in it before talking to you guys. It's just a hectic days. There are so many different things going on. I just came from the Kia Soul all-electric unveiling, and there's a video on my channel, I think, already for that. So just go ahead and browse my video library. Other than that, let me know what your feedback is. I mean, you know, a lot of you were questioning a lot of legacy manufacturers, especially Volkswagen Group, you know, with a Dieselgate kind of behind them now. Well, this is yet another answer. This is yet another puzzle in the bigger picture of, you know, legacy manufacturer, and specifically Volkswagen Group, actually being pretty serious about it. I gotta tell you, you know, I mean, I'm gonna show you this in my other videos, but this stage and the e-tron, the all-electric SUV, is right next to it. This is their main stage. All of their gas models are actually all the way to the side. So it does, like, this booth represents the future of Audi, hopefully represents the future of Volkswagen Group, and definitely I hope represents the future of automotive industry. I'm looking forward to your comment section. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.